Hello, Chad. Can you hear me? This is so stupid. Hey, Patrick, can you hear me? All right. At least somebody can hear me. Jesus. All right. Damn. Wouldn't be a show without us, without me. I mean, I did this twice today to test it. And, and then when it gets time for the show, I had everything down like I was supposed to. When it gets time for the show, it screws up. So I don't know if we're going to have music or not. I can't tell. I mean, Ranger Moo. There's Ranger the Wonder Dog. You can barely see him. But yeah, we're here. Hope everybody shows up. Hello, geek. How you doing, sir? Welcome in today to the show. Going solo because John is in Alaska. So I am here flying solo and hoping everybody is having a good day. Chad, do you want to see something cool? Or actually, everybody? I've been, well, not that. There's my guitar collection. You can see it. I've got my new yellow, my old Jackson, and that SG right there, the closest one to you. I've been practicing. So hopefully I can put a couple of chords together. So all right. Well, I hope let's see. We're gonna try this. Since I'm not 100% sure this is gonna work on my little board here. I'm gonna do it the old fashioned way, like we used to, and play some music in the background on my speaker. Maybe not. Okay. Well, oh well. What night? The flag is awesome, dude. Yeah, look at that. Go Rangers. Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Screw your Celtic shitheads. Excuse my French. Let's see. Oh man. Hang on just a second. Nah, you can't hear that music, can you? Oh well. It's gonna be a musicless show. That's cool. Let's see. Oh, oh, hello. Some feedback. There's our music. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Nashville Mafia. I'm merely your host, Willie Knight, who is in the crowd, is in Alaska doing videoing for airplanes, trains, and cows. So if you're into aviation stuff, watch this show. It's pretty cool, actually. Never thought I'd be into it like I am, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It does a good job. So, all right, that's enough music. All right, let's see who we got in the house. All right. Let's see. Chad, the West Coast Wrench is in the house. How you doing, sir? Thanks for putting up with my crap and my technical glitches. Patrick, the East Coast Wrench is in the house. How you doing, sir? Thank you for putting up with all my glitches. Aviation Geeks in the house. Hillbilly Piper Donnie's in the house. How you doing, sir? Sam Online is in the house. Oh, God. Night Piper's in the house. And then he's griping about my flag. There's Desert Pine Piper's in the house. What is going on, Mr. Jim? How you doing, sir? There's Miss Kathy and Bear Wolf. What is going on, guys? How are y'all doing? Nice to see you again. Thanks for joining us. And there's Doug, the curmudgeon Piper. Hello, Doug. There's Gamecock Piper Mike. What's going on, sir? How you doing? And then a message from Joel Eichner was deleted by Mr. Yardism. And there's Mr. Scripto. What is going on? We've got the Cook brothers in the house. What is going on, fellas? How you doing, says? All right. Trying to Mr. Philip Rivara, pipe maker extraordinaire, is in the house. How you doing, Phil? There's Mr. Lurker Troy. Good evening, sir. How you doing? Again, I'm going solo. John is gone for the week. He's in Alaska. Subscribe to his Airplanes, Trains, and Cows channel and watch his video. He does a really good job at that. He makes it entertaining. Mr. Steve Russell's in the house. How you doing, sir? We've got 2 wrenches, 3 wrenches. So we've got enough, I think. I think we got a couple more, actually. We've got a wrench from down under. He might be in here in a little while. So anyway, let's get to the good stuff. I'm going to smoke a pipe. How about that? Since it's trying to decide what I want first. You know what? I'm going old school first. First pipe of the day is going to be the old Savinelli Second, my favorite pipe. It's been a good one. If I only had one pipe, if they told me I could only keep one, this would be it right here. And there's Ranger the Wonder Dog. Say hi, Ranger. Speak. Speak. Attaboy. There we go. All right. And so in my first pipe, since we're going old school, I'm going to do some Carter Hall. And yes, this is U.S.-based Carter Hall, not Dominican Republic Carter Hall. So let me load up this pipe real quick. See, Swamp John, I need some of your music right here to some pipe filling music. But you never sent me any of the new stuff, so. All right. So y'all talk amongst yourselves here while I load this pipe up. I smoked a bowl of this Carter Hall earlier today. I worked from home today and smoked a bowl of it. It was really good. Really, really, really good. You all right, Range? Yeah, I guess so. What, Daniel? You have no sound? Turn my volume up. You talking about me or Daniel? Sorry, Daniel. All right. And tonight I'm going to be using there you go, the Nashville Mafia Live Zippo that was gifted to us by Smoking Saeed's in the house. How you doing, Saeed? And Daniel, I'm sorry there's no sound. I'm hoping you can hear. Can everybody else hear me? I'm hoping everything. Okay, good. Charlie, Bucket of Boynton's in the house. That's who gave us these lighters. And I'm using the Phil Rivara tamper, which is it's my everyday. You hear me too much? Sorry. I wish I had some music in the background. I really do. I can try the Bluetooth and see. Hang on. If it messes things up, it's John's fault. Here we go. I can't. I don't know if it's working or not. Can y'all hear it? Y'all can't hear anything, can you? I can't hear anything either on my end. I agree, Chad. If it's not broke, don't fix it. That is the Desert Pine Jam. Oh, sorry. Can you hear it now in the background? Well, hey, there's Mr. Cliff Higgins, once known as the Pipe Ninja. All right. So we got some Desert Pine Jam going on in the background. I hope everybody's doing good today. Excuse me. 1 week closer to Christmas. Music is there, but it's faint. Is that better? There we go. I think that's a little bit better. Yeah, it was cold here, Patrick, today. What's up, Range? You're gonna have to wait, buddy. I can't do anything with you now. I'm not gonna. We'll play in a little while, okay? Sounds like they're playing in a can. Wow, it was only like 42 something here today. It was pretty chilly, but then I saw Scripto. They had snow today. That's what I want. I want some of that snow stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing good. What's what's everybody's plans for Christmas? Y'all going somewhere? Y'all staying at home? I mean, you got kids, grandkids coming over to the house. What's going on, sir? Guys, I might have a grandchild by Christmas. If if that sounds that I know it sounds crazy. My daughter her due date was originally January the 19th. Well, 16th through 19th is what the doctor first said. And now they're saying they don't think she'll make it to January. So we might have a Christmas baby. I'm hoping not. But that'll give us something to do on Christmas, though, for sure. Ranger, I can't play with you. Look, he's torn his gator up. We have a gator that he plays with, and he's torn the nose off of it. There you go, Doug. That's what I'm talking about. All right, that stays in there. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. I'm excited about it. We're looking forward. It's going to be a little boy for sure. We know that much. His name's going to be Taylor. We know that much. But yeah, she's the baby's already started to move down into the canal, whatever that means. The birthing canal. Now I know what that means, but so it's headed that way, and it's only the 11th today. So we're hoping, I don't know. 7th grandchild. Nice, Crypto. That's awesome. Hope I have 7 one of these days. That's right. Piper Taylor. I know when he sits in this granddad's lap, he's going to smell some pipe smoke. Doug, tell Miss Lee I said hello. If she's not there with you, just hope she's doing well. I don't really care about you, but I'm just kidding, Doug. I do care about you. I want you to be well as well, but I want Miss Lee to know that she is thought about often and her health. Oh, and tonight I'm drinking great Kool-Aid out of the Buc-ee's cup. I don't know if any of y'all have been to Buc-ee's before. I'm sure you have. I'm sure there's a lot of people who've been to Buc-ee's, but this place is cool. And they got good food too. Their brisket sandwiches on point. And I'm a barbecue guy, and they're pretty good. Freshly made grape Kool-Aid from this morning. Daniel Leslie has a question. Willie or others, have you bought any pipes for Christmas or any Christmas blend tobacco? Daniel, I have not. I haven't bought any new tobacco in a long time. I've got a ton in my cellar. Well, my cellar is my closet in my bedroom. Hello, Griffin Pipes. I've not been. No, I've not been to the one in Crossville yet. Oh, Simon Joni is in Alaska. He is filming for Airplanes, Trains, and Cows. So if you're bored and you want to have something to do, Ranger, I'm not playing with the gator right now. Stop. Simon, just get on there. And I know you're subscribed to Airplanes, Trains, and Cows, like all of you should be. And I know, Doug, you're not a Buc-ee's fan. But Simon, just get on there and watch his live streams of the airport there. I can't remember the name. It's some guy's name. I can't remember the guy's name of the airport it is. But some cool planes flying in and out. So. Sam, my daughter wants 3 or 4. Daniel bought Kringle Flake tobacco. I've not had any of that Kringle Flake tobacco before in any year. I heard it's good though. My second tobacco that I smoked last week, I'm going to smoke this week as well. This is We Three Kings from Cornell and Deal. I really like this. It's pretty good. I can read it tonight. I'll read it later. I don't feel like reading it now. Bucky's Tacos. I haven't had their tacos before because usually we eat on the road, and tacos are incredibly difficult to eat while you're driving or even riding. But yeah, my daughter wants 3 or 4 kids. My other 2, my oldest son he's living with his girlfriend, but don't know. There's rumors going around that he might get engaged this Christmas. I haven't talked to him to know that for a fact. My middle son is single. So I've never tried to eat a chili relleno while driving, but I'm sure it is. I'm gonna take your word on that, Chad. Well, thank you, Steve and Miss Kathy. I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to it. Again, and I mean, he's gonna be a busy little boy. I know that for sure. His dad's side of the family are big hunters and shooters and everything like that. So he's gonna get that from his side of the family. I've already told my daughter that me and his uncle, my middle son, even my oldest son, we're all golfers. So I told her, I said, he's going to get the sports stuff from my side, from us. So we're going to get him playing baseball and maybe some football, definitely golf. I mean, I like to shoot and stuff too, but they're serious about it. So they hunting all year round. So he's definitely going to be a shooter and a hunter, and then he's definitely going to be a golfer. But the other sports, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm looking forward to it. I know my ex-wife is excited about it too. You talk to her, she's probably more excited than I am, and I'm pretty damned excited. So she's over the moon about this. I'm not going to lie. When my daughter first told me she's pregnant, I was hoping it was a girl. I don't know why. When she's first, I want a granddaughter. So you're right about that, Chad. Little shuffleboard. Teach him how to smoke a pipe. I'll definitely. Oh, speaking of, damn, I'm at the. When it's time, I'll have to go get it. My in-between pipe snuff is in the living room. Well, Steve and Miss Kathy, it sounds like I have it figured out, planned out for him, but you know how things go. So we'll see. But yeah, he's going to be loved, that's for sure. I mean, it's his on his dad's side, they already have a couple of grandkids, so he'll be the third one, I think, in the family on the dad's side. But on my side, he's the first, so he's gonna get he's gonna get spoiled. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna spoil the hell out of it. So. Chad, for one thing, I have to learn how to play bridge to teach him how to play bridge. I know how to play shuffleboard. All right. For your listening pleasure, we've got a little jam gummit. Ohio Bobcat merch. No thanks. I'd buy him that before I'd buy him Ohio State merch. And Mike, I saw your post earlier. I think we can beat Ohio State too. It's going to be a little more difficult playing up there than if it was in Knoxville, but we'll. I think we can beat them. That's right, little jam gummit. I don't know where Odie is. He's usually here on Wednesdays, but maybe he'll sneak in on us in a little while. That's exactly right, Simon. That's what I told my daughter. I said, I'm going to spoil the hell out of him while he's here. I'm going to let him run around, do everything he can't do at home, and then send him back to your house at the end of the night. So, because I know that's what my parents did with mine. Get them all excited, get them all hopped up on ice cream and cookies and everything else. And like, hey, come get them. So, I'm going to get her back. But no, I can't wait. Nice little crowd tonight. I appreciate everybody joining me, even though it's just me. Again, I'm glad you took time out of your busy schedules of watching paint dry and doing your nails to watch me sit here and smoke a pipe and act like an idiot. Sorry for the glitches earlier. Like I said, I tested this twice. Once this morning and then once again at my lunch hour, since I worked from home today, and everything was working fine. Then I get here at 7:15, I turn it on and everything's just like goes to hell. Go figure. I don't know. Simon, I'm gonna grin, and I don't know why, but probably I don't know, the last 4 or 5 years, I became a crier. I used to never cry at anything. The saddest show could be on, anything could be on, and I wouldn't cry. Now I see a sad commercial on TV and I'm crying, and just any movie comes on, I mean, I'm crying. So when I'm at the hospital and she has that baby, not only will I be grinning and smiling, there will be a lot of tears. I mean, that's why I don't like the holiday commercials get me. I mean, there's one for Publix around, it was around Thanksgiving, and man, it just tore me up. Yeah, Charlie, I'm not kidding. I'll watch comedy movies and I'll be laughing, and then all of a sudden everything, whatever the plot finally comes to an end and everything's hunky dory and I'm welling up and I'm like, are you kidding? That's pretty cool, Simon. I can't wait because, of course, it'd be my son-in-law's first child. Sorry, I'm kind of getting a little too far away from the microphone. Well, tell Joy I said hello to Jim. But I can't wait to watch him change the diaper the first time. Because he's never done it. He's got a niece, a couple of nieces, but he's never had to change the diaper before. So I can't wait. Hello, Mr. Eric. See Smoke Pipes is in the house. How you doing, sir? So yeah, I can't wait to watch him do that. I mean, bathing him, it's just gonna be funny. I told my daughter, I said, "You're gonna have to have a camera because I want to watch him." There's Mr. Matthew, Northeast Nashville brother, picking and piping's in the house. How you doing, sir? Eric, I've been looking online at your pipes, man. You're doing a great job. There's you got some really good looking stuff coming out, buddy. Well, you know a lot more people than are just here. I know that, but yeah, we're back on here on Wednesday nights. Come join us on Wednesday nights. John's not here. For those of you who just joined us, John is out of town. He has another channel called Airplanes, Trains, and Cows, where he videos airplanes taking off and landing at different airports. And he is in Alaska. Again, I don't remember the name of the airport there. It's something Stevens, but he's out there with his son doing videos for Airplanes, Trains, and Cows. And he, like I said, if you're not subscribed to him on that channel, please do. He would really appreciate it. But he makes it fun. You'd think that watching planes take off and land would be boring, but he makes it fun, and it actually is kind of cool. So he's a big aviation guy. So UAPs, yep. One thing I like about this Carter Hall, I didn't fill this bowl up to maybe 3/4, but it smokes fast. Just to let you guys know, I'm trying to quit smoking cigarettes. What? Kreskin just died? Ah, man. That's sad. And so I am smoking a lot more pipes than normal. Trying to smoke, and I don't smoke as many aromatics as I mean, I still do. I like my aromatic tobaccos, but to try to get that cigarette taste, I've been smoking a lot of Krantz and a lot of Carter Hall and stuff like that. So, but I told my daughter that I would quit when the grandchild came. So, and this was before we knew if it was a boy or a girl. But when she told me she was pregnant, I said that was my goal, was to have to be not smoking cigarettes, at least on the regular. So it has been, what's today, Wednesday? It's been since I smoked the last one Saturday. So it's been 4 days. No, Daniel, I do not smoke cigars. I've tried cigars during the fad back in the 90s. I just never got into it. So, I I like smoking pipes because I can smoke them in the house. As you can tell, I smoke in the house, but pipe smoke doesn't linger like cigarette smoke does inside because I only smoke cigarettes outside. So, and like I said, I have nothing against cigarettes. I love them. I really love them. So, I just want to try to quit those and stick around for another couple of years, watch him grow up. So I appreciate all the well wishes on that. It's not easy. There's times where I want one, and every now and again I look over to where I keep them on my counter and like looking for the pack, and it's not there. So that's true, Cliff. I'm not kidding. I will literally cry during a show like that. But yeah, this Carter Hall smokes great. I love just the way it smokes. I've got a huge tub of it that I haven't even opened yet, and it's the American kind, so it's a few years old. It's not the Dominican kind, so I can't wait. I've still got roughly about half this pouch left, and then I think, if I'm not mistaken, if I have to look back in this little, can't even see it, back in this thing anyway, the microphone's in the way. That's where I keep a lot of tobacco too, and I think there's another one of those pouches in there. I'm not sure. I have to look. If not, then I'm going to crack open the tub. But if so, then I'll have another pouch. Thank you, Simon. I appreciate it. No, John's the star. He's the talent. I'm just the host. John's the talent. But I appreciate you stopping by. Have a good night. Go check John's channel out and watch his. They help you go to sleep. I'm not saying it to be mean. I think it's cool because of the sound. I know one time he was somewhere. It wasn't here in Nashville, but I was working from home and he was doing a video from somewhere. And I was at lunch and I was sitting in my recliner watching his video on my phone and eating a sandwich or something like that. And it put me to sleep. Yeah, Simon, I told him he's going to get sued because he's false advertising for the cows. He hasn't had a cow video yet. He's had a train video, a couple of train videos, and the rest plain videos. Yeah, Doug, it's true. I mean, the music you're listening to is all him. So like I said, I didn't say he's the most talented in the earth. I'm just saying he's more talented between the two of us. Donnie, I agree. Well, I don't know. I've never had the Dominican Carter Hall yet, but I know people who have, and they said there's not a huge difference in it. So. Ranger the Wonder Dog is he's mad at me because I won't play with I won't throw his gator around. So going back to the Christmas theme, I was wanting to know what it could be your childhood. It could be something you got recently. But what, and Daniel, I answer your question in just a second. What was your favorite Christmas gift that you ever got? Now, Daniel Leslie's got a question. Willie, what is your thoughts on the Sutliff blends going away, and what do you think will happen with the bulk blends in your opinion? Daniel, I don't buy a lot of the Sutliff blends. I know they use those as bases for a lot of the blends that you see in the brick and mortar shops. I don't think it's going to make a big difference. Somebody else is going to buy it and use that. So I don't think it's going to create that big of a problem, that big of an issue. And all these brick and mortars, they'll find somebody else to use as a base if they go away for good. So I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. Jose, Golf Piper's in the house. What's up, Mr. Jose? Charlie, so your favorite Christmas gift of all time was Chinese food? Ooh, Atari. I remember that. Now, I got my Atari for my birthday when it came out. The old 2600 I'm taking it to what you're talking about. And I did get a lot of games over Christmas time, but my birthday's in May, and I remember I got that for my birthday. And I can't remember what birthday it was whenever that came out. But yeah, that was a great gift. And I remember getting all the different games. One year it was a big game. I can't remember. It wasn't Pac-Man. That sucked. That was awful. But it came out like way before Christmas. I don't know. I was waiting for this one game and it turned out to be a big nothing burger. But I got 2 or 3 games that year. And the most fun one was some horse racing game. And even though this big, huge, everybody's waiting for it game, it was something like Pac-Man, but waited for it. I was like, I can't wait. Everybody's getting it for Christmas and they're going to compare it at school and everything else. And then I remember talking to some of my friends like, that game sucks. But then I was like, hey, I got a horse racing game too. It's kind of fun. Matthew says, Lego monorail train set when I was 12 or 13. That's kind of cool. Legos are cool. My daughter's a big Lego fan. She's got them all over her house. She likes those sets. I still buy her Legos for Christmas. Eric says, I got a Sly Stallone over the top action figure that once. It was pretty cool. Now, that is cool. With this backwards hat. I think this pipe is about cashed. Daniel says, for Christmas as a kid, I got a real metal tractor trailer replica, and one I got an electric train set. Yeah, the arm wrestling movie. Yep, that's cool. Electric train set. I had one of those too, Daniel. I liked that as well. It wasn't a Christmas gift. It was a birthday gift as well, but new high tensile eye bolt for the suite. That's pretty cool. Lincoln Hawk. What is you're gonna have to tell me what. Hey Ed, how you doing? I'm sorry, you just snuck in there on me. Mr. Armchair Piper's in the house. How you doing, sir? Nice to see you in here. I appreciate you coming in. 22 rifle when I turned 12, Jose. That's a good gift. I got a BB gun one year for Christmas, like a real like a pump type BB gun, not the little Red Ryder type, the old lever action one, that kind. That was awful. Buffalo Bills starter jacket in the mid-90s. Nice. You know, Matthew, I was a Buffalo Bills fan when I was growing up just for a few years because I liked O.J. Simpson. Don't make fun. That was before he killed his wife. God rest his soul, wherever he is, which I don't know if he's up there or not. But anyway, I was a Buffalo Bills fan, and I had a Buffalo Bills trash can, and I had a Buffalo Bills jacket and a hat and a jersey that had 32 on it. I always liked OJ. He was a badass back in the 70s, early 70s, mid 70s when I was 5, 6 years old. And then as I've got to like football, that's when I became a Raiders fan. Evel Knievel bicycle. Nice, Cliff. You know, one gift I got at Christmas that I like too. Remember the old Evel Knievel toys where you'd, the little motorcycle, and then you had the wind up thing, and you'd crank that thing, and then you'd let it go, and it'd take off and jump stuff. That was a good gift. I got that for Christmas one year. I had the van and everything. Matter of fact, that van and all that stuff is still in my room right now, in my closet in a box. I kept it all these years. It still has road rash on his uniform, and his helmet's cracked where he tried to make too many jumps and didn't make it. But wow, your daughter gave OJ a haircut. That's pretty cool. That's a good brush with fame right there, Jim. And she lived to tell about it. That's not funny. Yep. The old pipe is cashed. Another good thing about another cool thing about the Philip Brevard tamper is that the top screws off to reveal a pipe cleaner, or not cleaner, but like I don't know what you call that. But anyway, yeah, that was a cool toy. The Evel Knievel toy was very cool. Me and Scripto got cartons of cigarettes. What kind, though? See, that had to. It depends on what kind. If it was a good gift or not. If it wasn't the kind you smoked, then if you were a Camel guy back then and you got like some Merits, nah, that wasn't a good gift. Yes, Cliff, I jumped up. There's a guy that's on YouTube or on maybe it's Instagram. I can't remember. No, I think it's Instagram that shows those. He makes that thing jump. Hello, Mr. Jeffrey Johnston. This is just a stupid live stream that we're talking about. We smoke pipes. We talk about pipes and tobacco sometimes, and we just talk about everything. This is the Seinfeld of without being funny of live streams. It's a show about whatever you want to talk about. My name's Willie. My co-host John is out of town, so that's why I'm doing the show solo tonight. All right. Daniels has a question. Willie or others, have you been into comic books? And if so, what is your favorite year? Dustbusters. That's great, Chad. Daniel, I was into comic books for a little while, like baseball cards. I went through that phase as well. I still have maybe a couple of hundred of my comic books. But I've still kept a lot of the ones that I think are kind of worth something still. But I've got a X-Men number 100 still that I actually bought in the store. I remember buying it. And then I've got an X-Men number, I think it's number 25. So, but I've got a whole bunch of different comic books. I got a lot of X-Men stuff. I got a lot of DC comic books. Got some Marvel stuff. But never was a huge comic book guy, but I did like them. I liked reading them back in the day. Not just collecting them. All right, folks, I'm going to get up just for a second. Yeah, that's no, I didn't have any Richie Rich ones. Penthouse. That was my high school years, Charlie. It was my Penthouse and Playboy comics. Matthew, I saw your post about the football. I'm gonna go grab my snuff real quick because it's in between pipes. I'll be right back, and then I'll answer your question. Y'all talk amongst yourselves for a second. All right, sorry about that. I am back, and I'm just going to show you this. I bought some. Let's see. Snuff break, exactly. I went to Mr. Snuff, the website, and bought some things, and I I didn't know exactly what size the regular tins are. I don't have any of those right there on me. So I bought these little ones. I bought some ones that were 1.5 ounce. So I got these little bitty ones, little bitty cans. I got 4 of them. You know, they don't sell the clove anymore, but they have this mulled magic, and it's pretty close to the clove. So I'm open. I've actually got 3 of these and one of another kind, and I can't find my backpack right off the bat. I didn't want to, so I'm just going to open this one too. But yeah, it's a little bitty tin, little bitty cute little tin. Can go anywhere. So if you've got some snuff that you want to do, now's the time to do it with me. All right. Again, the best snuff spoon is the lid off one of these cheap big pens. And that's what I'll be doing it from. So give me just a second to get me a little. Yes, that is good stuff. Woo! That is stronger than the clove, though. Wow, that's got a little bite to it. Of course, I should have done as much as I did. I got a little too much on that spoon. But yeah, it's a cool website. They got a lot of it. They got a lot of different. Hello, Mr. Ron Hardcrackers in the house. How you doing, sir? A lot of different varieties and flavors of the McCrystals and other brands as well. I just happen to be a McCrystals fan. Willie or others, have you ever, Daniel Leslie has a question, by the way. Willie or others, have you ever found a pipe at a thrift store or antique shop and what drew you to the pipe, and do you still smoke it or have it? The only pipe I found at a thrift store was a Brigham. Daniel, no, I do not. I have not. I know who has those. Scripto finds a lot of pipes at antique stores and things. He'd be able to answer your question. All right, for my second pipe, I'm going to go some Christmas Like I said, some Christmas tobacco. The Wheat Three Kings by Cornell and Deal, which I really do like. The pipe I'm going to smoke is a Christmas pipe. It's a little Chacombe. There it is. Can you see it? Can everybody see that? Huh? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? It's got a little Christmas tree. See it? I have not smoked this but like once. I got it last year. No, yeah, last year. But I am going to. The only time I smoke these Christmas pipes is around Christmas. Imagine that. So everybody talk amongst yourselves while I pack this up. Willie, have I ever been to Columbia? Are you talking about Columbia, Tennessee? Yes, I've been to Columbia, Tennessee 1,000 times. I used to have family that lived down there. And I've been to Muletown a couple of times to the show. But if you're talking about Columbia, the country, no, sir, I have not. Only in my dreams, Jim. Only in my dreams. All right. Let's light this bad boy up. Do I like Gladiator? Have you ever seen a grown man naked? Oh, I see. You're talking about Columbia, the country. Hey, when I do snuff the right. I do it all the way, baby. Big old honk. Hello, swaggy man Piper. What's going on, sir? Thanks for joining us. Daniel, none. Daniel's question is, what movie from the 70s or 80s would you like to see remade in 2025? They ruin remake movies, so none. Leave them where they are. All right, Matthew, to answer your question, I don't like the way they do the seeding in this playoff. I don't think Alabama should have been. I don't think they should have gone. This is Sam. This is John's music. This is Swamp Muscle music. The selection we're listening to is called the Empire State Jam. But no, Matthew, and you know, as much as I'd like SEC teams to get in it, I don't think 3 lost teams deserve to be in it, especially when there's other big conference 2 lost teams. I know you can go over strength of schedule and all that kind of stuff. Steve, Miss Kathy, thanks for joining me tonight, guys. It was good to see y'all again. Good to talk to you. I hope we don't talk to you before Christmas, have a wonderful Christmas, guys. It was good to see y'all. Good to talk to you. I hope everything's going well. Stay safe. And like I said, have a great Christmas time. You guys are awesome. And we'll hope to see you next week. John will be back next week. But Hey, Mike, South Carolina was probably the hottest team that didn't get in, but I still don't think they deserved it either. I mean, I'd say the same thing about Tennessee if we had 3 losses. I mean, it's just, I don't think with all the 2-loss teams and 1-loss teams, I think there were 12. Now, they are going to go to 16 teams, I do believe, in a couple of years. And the 3-loss team should, probably will make it. But this year, now had Clemson blown out SMU, I might think differently, but since they only got beat by a last-second field goal, I think they got it right. The Dukes of Hazzard. They did make a Dukes of Hazzard movie probably 10 or 15 years ago, and it was awful. Had Johnny Knoxville in it. Tennessee is, they went through a little lull with their offense. Their defense has been good all year long, but Tennessee's offense is starting to roll again like they did in the first of the year. But the only reason they were so good in the first year because they played high school teams. Basically Kent State, Chattanooga. Those are basically high school teams compared to an SEC team. So that's why they look so good. Jeffrey, that is McChrystal's tobacco snuff. I'll show you real quick. And yes, it is a powder, and you snort it like I've never done coke, so I don't know. But you snort it like that. And it gives you a good little nick hit. If you get tail, guys, I suck at packing pipes. I'm having to relight this over and over and over again. So yeah, I think Tennessee can win. Like I said, it's going to be a tough game because it's in Columbus. That's not an easy place to win. But I think, I don't know. That'd be great. Then we got to play Oregon next if we do win. So we play them in the Rose Bowl, which is better than having to play them in Oregon. Oh, yeah, Patrick. In all my excitement, I haven't done that yet. So, all right, everybody, get ready. You know it. You love it. That's the bowl call bell, folks. Tell me what you're smoking and what you're smoking it in. For those of you who are not smoking pipes or anything, just tell me if you're smoking anything, cigarettes, cigars, pipe, anything you want. Daniel Leslie is smoking a 320 KS with Northwoods. Thank you, Daniel. And thank you, Patrick, for reminding me. Patrick's not smoking at the moment. He just finished doing laundry. I did a couple loads of laundry today, Daniel. Hey, Patrick. Cliff Higgins has got a McClellan Christmas cheer from 2015 and a smooth Bing's favorite. Very nice. Donnie's not smoking. He's been sick. Hey, I get that, brother. It's going around. Eric from Sea Smoke Pipes, this mix of Rattray's Black Virginia and blending Latakia in one of my homemade pipes. Very nice. Night Piper's got a 3 milligrams Zen Cool Mint in the hotel. Charlie's smoking some plum pudding in a Briarworks billiard. Very nice. Mr. Scripto's got some Kringle Flake and porcelain pipe from Holland. Very nice. Marker Troy's smoking Cobb coffee with the Haunted Bookshop. Troy, what you were saying earlier about Army uniforms, I love the Army Navy uniforms every year for that game. Jose Golf Piper smoking his 16 Peterson with the Kringle Flake 2024 Holiday Edition. Matthew picking and piping, smoking Kringle Flake, and a Brigham. A lot of Kringle Flake tonight, folks. Swaggy Man Piper smoking some chicken and dumplings. Very nice. Chicken and dumplings, a very good dinner. Stick to your ribs meal, Southern dinner. I had chicken and dumplings for dinner on Tuesday. Chad, our Yardism, our West Coast Wrench is smoking. Who cares? We do, Chad. We do. Yeah, Mike, they took the clove off the market, but the Mold Magic, according to McChrystal's website itself, their Mold Magic is the replacement for that, and it's got a few different other flavors. It's clove heavy, but it's got, you can tell there's something else in it. It's a little bit sharper than the clove was, but it's still good. But you're right. There's Houston Knight is smoking some Newports outside in the cold because you can't smoke in the hotel room. He's out there by himself. Wow. There's Briar Blues, also known as King of the North. Yes, folks, it's him. He's got a Castello Preciosa small straight beer with Orlick Golden slices from around 50 grand 10. Mike, that's the only time I'll do that, my friend. But every time we have to do that for you. I don't know who Chad's giving the yellow card to, but oh, King, Daniel Leslie's got a question for you. But yeah, Mike, that Gamecock, that's it's good. I will have some of the Mold Magic at Muletown, so if you want to try it, we can definitely do that. This is a little bitty pipe, but it smokes pretty good. I mean, for the only second time I've smoked it. But it looks like it's got that little white part right here, the little cuff. It's supposed to look like a cuff, like Santa's sleeve or whatever. But it's not just, it's like a pearl bone. It's not just a white plastic or anything. It's got some kind of, you can't see it on this camera, but it's kind of got like some texture to it or something. Hey, Gamecock, I keep a big pen in my backpack. So, if you don't have one, I got you. I got you set up. Mr. Russell's got a question for you. Speaking of Muletown, like I got my Muletown hat with the backwards pipe. Never understood that. Weird logo. Mr. Johnston, I'm sorry. I just saw your question. What area of Nashville are you in? Grew up in Madison and in Brentwood in Florida now. Jeffrey, I grew up in Rivergate. I know you from being from Madison. I went to Good Pastor High School. I live in Hendersonville now. I stayed in Tennessee my whole life. I did live in Knoxville for about 5 years. School, so I went to school up in at the University of Tennessee, but I'm only saying that because we're playing Ohio State. But yeah, so if you grew up in Madison, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I grew up around Rivergate Mall. What part of Florida are you in right now? Yeah, Mike, it's like I said, it's the perfect little. I mean, these pins you can get a pack of 10 of these pins for like $6. But you can't get any better than that. I mean, it's the perfect dipping. It's the perfect snuff spoon. I mean, if you don't have one I've got one that Donnie had given me. Came in a little hillbilly piper when we were at Milltown a couple years ago. He gave John and I a little vial that has the spoon in it, but it's glass, and I'm always afraid to that I'm going to break that thing, especially putting it in my backpack. So normally, because I'm such a klutz, so these things right here, you can do. I don't know. They're so much easier. And Donnie, thank you for that, because I do use it, but I just don't like taking it everywhere. Aviation Geeks chewing some King Bee Twist. Very nice. So I don't know if Doug's still on here or not. Doug, if you're on here, curmudgeon, what'd you think about? I know they're not your Tar Heels, but what do you think about the Tar Heels getting Bill Belichick as their coach? Kind of weird, isn't it? Chad, I don't know what size this is. It doesn't say. It might be the 40. Might be the 48. Could be, or it might be the 36. I'm not sure. Heck yeah, Jeffrey. I lived at Rivergate Mall. I don't know how old you are. I grew up in this. I was born in 69, so it makes me 55. And, the mall opened in 71. But I lived close enough to walk to the mall. And I lived over there close to Mansker Creek and all that area. And we used to ride our bikes up to Gallatin Road. I lived in the back of the neighborhood. We'd ride our bikes up to Gallatin Road, and then we'd walk from Gallatin Road all the way up to the mall. So there's a little round, like a half round church, white church. I don't know back in the day, right there on Gallatin Road, in the corner of Gallatin Road and Northside Drive, where I grew up. And that's where we'd ride our bikes to. And then we'd walk the rest of the way. We'd spend the whole day at the mall. So you're just a touch older than me. Yeah, that's my sister's age. She's 64. And where did you go to high school? Sorry, it's just kind of cool. I haven't met anybody from Madison before. You don't really meet a lot of people from Madison, Tennessee. True, Gamecock. That is a. But I don't think he had any NFL offers, to be honest. Okay, Madison Academy, Madison High School. Yeah, my sister graduated probably at the same time you did in 78. from Gouldsville High School. But I don't think Belichick had any offers from the NFL because, he wants total autonomy when he coaches somewhere. And if he doesn't get it, he's not going to coach. And the jobs that are probably going to be open come next year, the Cowboys, the Jets, and the Bears, those owners aren't going to give him that. So I think he wants to coach somewhere to stay in the public eye, to show everybody that he still got the chops. I don't think it's a bad thing for him to coach college. He's been saying on interviews and stuff that he's always been intrigued by the college game. Willie or others? This is a question from Daniel Leslie. What's the most interesting pipe you've seen or bought online or from a brick and mortar? Interesting pipe? I don't know. I got a devil head pipe at the Las Vegas Pipe Show. It's kind of cool. It's right up there. Can't really see it, but it's right up there. I'll show it to you in a little bit when I get another pipe. I swear, I suck at packing a pipe. This thing keeps going out. Watch out. I just filled this up. This could be ugly. Woohoo! Now that's a flame. An Alan Harrelson head meerschaum. Now that's pretty cool. Card Viking meerschaum. That's cool. Yes, Daniel, my first pipe I actually bought was in college. And we were smoking in our apartment because it smelled good. We got the cheapy cherry blend, Borkham Riff or something like that, tobacco. So it would take out the cigarette smell. So when your parents came over, they didn't smell the cigarette smoke or came up to visit. And it was an old pipe that I got from Super X, which was the precursor to Walgreens and things back in the day. And I still have that pipe. So might have crossed paths with her. I was a good friend of Hale Sweeney. His dad was the principal of Billsville. Oh, okay. Sweeney, that name sounds familiar. Like I said, I didn't go to Gouldsville. They closed my senior year. So long story short, they thought they were going to bus everybody around Nashville. And so my parents sent me to Good Pasture, and because they were afraid I was going to have to go to somewhere like Maplewood or somewhere. So they put me in private school when I was in 5th grade. Sam Online says, my first pipe was in Country Gentleman, Missouri Meerschaum. Sorry. Still have it. Charlie says my first pipe was definitely a glass one. I've never smoked out of a glass pipe. Smoked out of those little brass things, though, a whole bunch. I don't know if you consider those pipes. They don't hold that much night, so I don't know if it From what I can tell. I don't think you hold it long enough for it to get hot. And I think whatever's in it, you don't really care if it's hot. Yes, one hitters are great. With the wooden dugout. That'll get you through the day most of the time. Definitely had a couple of those. Chad, if you ever get a Harrelson head Meerschaum, please share it with the group, okay? That would be awesome. Daniel, I will grab that pipe in a minute to show you that first pipe of mine. I thought it was lost forever. And my middle son, had actually got it from my dad's house before we moved him out and into his assisted living place. And we were cleaning out the house, and he must have grabbed it. And then a few months later, he goes, "Hey, Dad, look what I got." And it was that pipe. And I was like, "Oh, my gosh." You can hold a clay pipe by the bowl, but burn your hand. Jeffrey Johnston has a question. Does anyone ever use the little cheap tourist corn cob pipes you bought in a package? We used them so we could throw them away so parents would not smell. I have a couple of cobs, but not those. I know what you're talking about, though. Here we go. Jeffrey, since you don't know, nobody else on here. Well, there might be a couple, but I like Captain Black, of course, makes all those aromatic tobaccos. And they made one grape flavored. And yes, everybody, and I like it. I really do. So everybody makes fun of Captain Black grape. Speaking of, hang on just a second. Now this is empty, but there it is in all its grandeur with all the dust. It's sitting down here. I use it for an ash can now. But yes, there it is. This was a gift from John and Brooke Knight a few Christmases ago when you could still buy Captain Black grape. So there it is. But yes, I still like it. So everybody on here makes fun of me, Jeffrey, about liking the Captain Black grape. And I've given it out as samples before for people to try, and they won't try it. Charlie, Boca de Boynton being one of them. No, Chad, it's the 12-ounce tub. See? Net weight, 12 ounces. Captain Black grape is black Cavendish burley and a bright Virginia's with a grape flavor, delightfully aromatic. But yes, that is my ash bowl. Sorry for the dust, but so anyway, yeah. When you hear people talk about Captain Black grape, they're making fun of me. Yep, I know, Matthew. I know you're a Captain Black grape guy. I said there was a few people on here that might like it. I think Mike Gamecock Piper. I think he doesn't hate it. Let's put it that way. Yes, Troy, it does at first, and the grape wears off after about halfway down the bowl, and all you taste is the I wouldn't say the tobaccos, but it does have a great flavor. But yes, when you first light that thing up, it tastes like great bubble yum. Daniel, I like the Captain Black blends. My favorite's the original. I like the dark. I'd say those two are my favorites of the other flavors. I mean, I'm not gonna, the grape is not my favorite Captain Black flavor. But I do have a lot of it just because a lot of it was given to me, and then I bought some myself before they quit making it. But the original is, I mean, I've smoked it. Like I said, I think that's probably one of the tobaccos we used to buy when we were in college. No, Troy, they don't sell the watermelon in the States. That's only in Europe and places. But they do make it. Yes, you're right. They do. Yeah, the Royal. That's not bad. I mean, they're not bad tobaccos if you like aromatics. The cherry, though, the cherry's a little too sweet. It's a lot bitey. I'm not going to say a little bitey. It's a lot bitey. Eric says, I remember once about 20 years ago, I put some grape flavored bubble tape in some tobacco for a few days and smoked it. Actually gave it a good flavor. See, there you go. Eric, if I ever see you, I'll give you some Captain Black grape. Bring back those memories, a rush of memories. Yeah, I don't know if you can even get that over here, Matthew. I mean, yeah, that's exactly right. Why not? Charlie wouldn't. I think Charlie had a little bitty pipe that he tried it out of, and he wouldn't do it just because. He didn't want to get made fun of. Yes, we get Largo tobacco here. Yes, that was a running joke on our show when we first started. But yes, it is. I've tried Largo menthol. Now that is awful. Yeah, those big bags of tobacco are usually not very good. It's like sawdust. But yeah, they have a Largo menthol, and John bought a bag of it one time, and I tried it. Ooh, that made Captain Black grape taste like Penzance. I don't know, whatever tobacco, like one of those unicorn tobaccos. It was awful. And I don't mind menthol cigarettes, but that wasn't that. Ugh, that was terrible. There you go, Scripto. See, I'm bringing back the grape, baby. I'm bringing it back. Largo for the non-discerning pipe smoker. For the non-taste bud pipe smoker. That's a bad tobacco. I'm sorry. They still sell it like on pipes and cigars or something like that. No, Daniel. I'm not blending crap. Nope. There's a whole bunch of Nashville mixes anyway. I think HU Tobacco sells one called Nashville County. But no, I'm not into mixing my own, blending my own. Ooh, banana peels. Ugh. See, I like grape flavored stuff. I don't like grapes, the fruit. But you give me a great piece of candy or a great piece of gum or some grape tobacco, and I love it. But same thing with watermelon. I don't like watermelon the fruit, but I love watermelon flavored stuff. Yes, you do, Matthew. It's only 2 weeks away. Matter of fact, 2 weeks from today is Christmas. Kind of crazy. But, and I still haven't finished shopping yet. But yeah, it's time to kick. That's why That's why I'm bringing out all the last week on the show. I smoked my Christmas pipes and smoking this one tonight. That's exactly right, Jeffrey. Anything that they said would get you high, I was a fan of. I'd try it once at least to see. Y'all were lucky because your generation had those whippets with the old Ready whipped cream. I think for my third pipe, I'm going to smoke some Rajah's Court from Cornell and Deal. It's not bad. It's got Virginia's in it. It's Orientals as well. I actually liked it. It's not bad. I've only smoked a couple bowls of it, but I liked it from what I can do. What I can whippets were the bomb. See ya, Scripto. Thanks for joining us, buddy. I'll holler at you soon, my friend. Have a good night. No, Daniel. I'm not going to smoke the devil pipe. I'll show it to you, but I'm not going to smoke it. All right, Jeffrey. Thanks for joining us, my friend. Every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, so 8:30 your time. Come and join our little band of friends here. Like I said, this is just about it, except it's usually me and another guy that do it. And we just sit here and talk exactly what I'm doing right now. Just talk about whatever's talking about in the chat. So nice to meet you, my friend. Have a good night. Merry Christmas to you if I don't talk to you again. All right. This one's cash too. It's a little bitty pipe. That one doesn't take long to finish. But the good thing about smoking 3 pipes is you get 2. That's right, little band of ne'er-do-wells. You get 2 rounds of snuff when you smoke 3 pipes. So again, folks, this is round 2 of the McChrystal's Mold Magic. If you like cloves, I suggest you get the Mold Magic. All right. Load it up, see? A little bit right there on the end. And yeah. Woohoo! That'll wake you up. I'm not new to the snuff game, folks. When I was in high school, we used to do Dr. Rummy's mint stuff in lines. We would cut lines of it. And we'd actually use these pens. Except instead of using this part, we'd take out the ink and use in the end right here. We'd take that off and we'd use this and snort away. And we'd always do it in devotional because I went to a private Christian high school. We do it during our devotional on Tuesdays for sure. Every Tuesday. We did it other times too, but during school we'd do it on Tuesdays off our hymnals. It was great. All right. I don't know if this will reach. I'm gonna have to get up. If my headphone cord will reach. If it does, then I'm gonna have to take this off. But I'll grab those 2 pipes for you, Daniel, and let's show you. Hey, it did reach. Dang. Hold on. This thing got dusty as all get out. I haven't dusted up there in a while. All right. So, Daniel, here is my devil pipe that I bought at at the Vegas pipe show a couple years ago. It's got the little flame. But pretty cool if you're into Satan. But yeah, that's it. But I'm not going to smoke out of it. Got a big bowl, though. Man, you can't really see that. Have I learned any Keel tunes? I know who Keel is, but no, I have not. I'm still trying to learn Mother, the solo, which is very, very hard. And I'm really not good at guitar, Chad. I mean, seriously, I'm really not good at guitar. And Daniel, this one is this was the very first pipe I ever owned, and I was in college. It is I think it's a Medico. There's an M. I don't know if you can see that. Right there on the stem, right here. Man, I need to cut my fingernails. Oh, sorry. Yes, it's a Medico Apollo. And the song we're listening to, by the way, is Jam of the Night Piper. Snorting stuff in the confessional. This is not a W. This is a Medico pipe. But yes, this is the very first pipe I bought. Bought it in college. So this was a probably either 90 or 91. So, yeah. But look, it even holds a 6mm filter, which I didn't know at the time. That's why everything was so bitey, especially at those cherry blends. But it's a metal. It's kind of cool. But I haven't smoked this thing, and I smoked it, I don't know, last year maybe sometime. I don't smoke it a lot. Don't know why. Just don't. But the third pipe I'm going to smoke, and I need to go get a... No, I don't. It's already got one in there. That's sweet. The third pipe I'm going to smoke is one I smoke on the reg. It's my 320. It's the Army mount. And in it, I showed you, I'm going to smoke the Raja's Court. So talk amongst yourselves while I fill up this pipe. Yeah, I do. I like these. I like this a lot. I'm a big fan of that 320 shape. I've got I've got 3 of the 320s and 1 321. The little brother, which is just a smaller version of the 320. But yeah, I like these a lot. Matter of fact, I smoked a 320. I have a camouflage one that Knight gave me, and I smoked it earlier today. All right. Get the char light done. If you haven't tried that Raja's Court blend and you don't mind Orientals, it's not a heavy Oriental. It's not bad. It's pretty good. So you can try it. It's not one of the most popular Cornell and Dill blends, but it's one they always have. Let's see. Daniel has a question. Willie, have you ever bought a blend or brand of tobacco thinking you might like it, but turned out you not to like it, and it was because of the pipe you smoked? Daniel, I can't tell different tobaccos from different pipes. I'm not that good of a pipe smoker yet. So I smoke all kinds of blends and all kinds of pipes. So, and as far as tobacco goes that I didn't like, I thought I would like it and didn't. No, I mean, pretty much. Yeah. Thanks, Donnie. There's a good flame on that. I like most of the tobaccos I bought. I care. I don't hate. Well, there's another one. Sorry. Here's the Austin Jam. There's Ranger the Wonder Dog. Say hi, Ranger. Say hi. Speak. 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 Don't snort. Speak. Fine. He's not going to speak. Thank you, Daniel. He's a good dog. He turns 5 on the 23rd. Yeah. Usually he'll talk to me. Chad's got a question. Do you prefer buying dog toys online or at brick and mortars? I would say brick and mortars, Chad. Even though I do have a Chewy account. Tell you one thing though, this pipe is one hell of a good smoking pipe. And it's just a little bit longer than the regular 320s. And it's easier to hold in your mouth. It's heavy like the 320s are, but that doesn't have that odd shaped, which I don't mind. Like I said, I love the 320s, but they got that odd shaped stem. And it's real fat right at the very end, so they're hard to clench. This one's easier to clench, even though I hold my pipe 90% of the time. I don't clench it a lot just because, I don't know. Troy, that's the way Ranger is. We've got that one gator that he likes to, like me and him, I'll throw it around the house and he chases it. But yeah, he'll find just about anything. He's not a shoe. That's one good thing. He's not a shoe dog. He sleeps in the bedroom with me. He'll sleep on the floor, and I keep shoes out by my dresser, and he's never once touched them. So, but he likes cardboard boxes. He'll tear those up if you leave them around. But he's not a big chewer on things. Thank God. I had a lab one time that used to like to chew up everything. And a golden that did too. No, see, Charlie, I don't. I don't. He doesn't do that either. I got lucky with this one. He's a good boy. He doesn't. If I do get another dog, it'll probably be another Aussie. He was easy to train, or a border collie. He was easy to train. He didn't do much. He's never once used the bathroom in the house except for when he was little and he got sick. And then he was in his crate, but he got sick and made a mess. But I love German Shepherds. I've one of my best friends had a couple of German Shepherds, and they were awesome dogs. They're just expensive as all get out. They're really good dogs too, and they're easy to train. I think the working breeds are the easiest to train. Eric, good to see you, my friend. Thanks for coming on tonight. If I don't talk to you, we don't see you beforehand, have a good Christmas, buddy. Appreciate you coming on. Yep, John's got an English Bulldog, BR. He's a great dog. I had one. I had an English Bulldog for a little while that my girlfriend I had at the time bought for me for my birthday, and then when we broke up, she took him. So I only had him for about a year, and then not even that long. I think I had him for like 8 months, and then we broke up, and she took him from me. So his name was Church, short for Churchill. He was a cool dog. He was brindle like BR, but just around his head and his neck area. He was white from about his shoulders back. He was white. Had some brindle spots on him, but he was a good dog. But yeah, they're cool. They're kind of lethargic, but they're good dogs. BR is an awesome dog. I used to, my aunt and uncle had a Chihuahua, It was a cool dog, except until he got used to you, he used to nip at your feet all the time. Like when you first came over, he'd nip at your feet and your shoes and stuff. And then once you stayed there for a little while, he would get to know you and he'd quit doing that. He'd never hurt or anything, but yeah, he would just bug the hell out of you for the first 30 minutes. But they're funny little dogs. The girl that works for me, she used to keep Ranger when he was a pup. When I'd go out of town and stuff, but her and her husband have a Newfoundland, a big ass dog. It's a cool dog too. It's really cool. But man, it's a small horse. Daniel the Dachshund's the kind of dog I used to have growing up. I had 3 of them. That's what my parents, my mom and dad were. Dad was never a huge dog guy, but my mom liked the Dachshunds, and so we had 3 of them. They were cool dogs. But Dad would never let us get a big dog. I always wanted a big dog, and Dad got attacked by a big dog when he was younger, so we were never allowed to have big dogs. Bullshit. That's cool. Old English Bulldog. Yep. Hercules. I had 2 Rottweilers too. I've had a ton of dogs. My first one was named Damien, and he was a cool dog. He was a really cool dog. I had him when I was in college and kept him up in my apartment in college, and me and my roommate. And then we weren't supposed to have dogs in my apartment, so we kept him in the bathroom. And one day the apartment maintenance guys came in to change the air filter and found him and told on us. So I had to take him home. I took him to my mom and dad's, and Mom said, "Well, I'm going to sell him." And I was like, "No, don't sell him." She goes, "Well, he's too big. I can't handle him. I can't walk him or anything like that. He drags me around." But he was a year old already by the time I took him home. I got him when he was a puppy. And Mom actually found somebody to sell him to. And after she sold him, she goes, "That was the biggest mistake I ever made." She goes, I didn't know I liked that dog as much as I did, even though he was big and he was hard for me to handle. But he went to a good home, had a big yard, like a small little farm. But yeah, that was. I had another one when I first got married. We had one. His name was Zeus. He was aggressive, and we had little kids. And he wasn't mean aggressive, but he'd like to jump on little kids and things. He wouldn't bite them or nothing, but he just liked to jump. He was a jumper, and he'd always knock little kids over, especially when my oldest son was about 2 and 3 and 4 years old, and he'd have friends over and stuff, and and Zeus would always come and knock him over, and it was just embarrassing around the other kids' parents and stuff. And like I said, he never bit anybody. He was a sweet dog. He just got excited around little kids and liked to jump on them and push them down and everything else, and had a lot of scraped knees and scraped elbows and things like that. And so the house that we were in, that we were renting a house at the time, and our landlord actually bred. That's where we got him. We got him from our landlord. They bred Rottweilers, and they said that they would buy him back from us and use him for stud. So we sold him back to them. He was almost 2 when we sold him back to them, but which was sad. But we didn't live too far away from him, so we got to see him a lot even after we sold him. But they had him. Gosh, that was 20 years ago. I think they used him to stud, and he was the sire of 6 or 7 different litters. Yeah, St. Bernards are cool. Very cool dogs. Troy, I'd be if anybody wants a down coat made out of Australian Shepherd hair, I've got plenty here. My dog sheds twice a year, 6 months in the summer, 6 months in the winter. It's a constant battle. And I mean, it's my my poor little robot vacuum cleaner in my living room is just constantly going. I'm going to end up having to get another one. I mean, it's just clumps of hair everywhere all the time. I constantly sweep, vacuum. It's But again, I wouldn't have another kind. No, he's been a great dog. I love him. He's my bud. Got to get him cut though. He needs a groom really bad. I'm gonna do it after Christmas. The old groomer I had, she moved, and I liked her because she had Australian Shepherds, so she knew how to because you're not supposed to shave them, and she knew how to groom them real good. And when she left, I haven't found anybody until I found this new place. I went, and the groomer there has a border collies, which are basically almost the same type of dog. And she was like, "Yeah, we know definitely how to do those." So I told her I'm going to make an appointment as soon as the holidays are over. Yeah, that's where PetSmart, where the lady used to work, where I used to take him until she left. She moved out of town. I still take him to PetSmart to bathe him because you get that. They got those big bathtubs. They're great. You pay like $7, and they have all the shampoos, and they have the hose and the dryers and everything. It's great. I bathe him myself. I take that back. It wasn't PetSmart. I'm sorry. I misspoke. It was Pet Supplies Plus is where the lady was that groomed Ranger. She had the Aussies, but now the PetSmart where I go does have the baths where he goes and takes baths. I usually bathe him once a month. He doesn't get really, really dirty because he stays inside 90% of the time. And then we'll go walk around and stuff. But he doesn't. If I let him, he would get muddy and get in the mud and stuff. But when we go walking, I keep him on a leash, so I don't let him get in the mud. And if it's just his feet or something, I can watch that myself. But I've taken him to a dog park before where there was a big puddle in the middle, and the first place he goes is right in the middle of that puddle. Oh, yeah, Daniel. He loves car rides. Yeah, you're right, Ron. I could, man. if I can find a way to sell this stuff, I'd make a mint just off one dog. I mean, my trash cans stay full, and it's crazy. I will sweep and vacuum and everything else, and a few hours later, it looks like I haven't done it in a week. Good one, Chad. Yes, Daniel Ranger loves riding the car. Now I've got a Jeep, and I had a Ford Explorer where it had 4 doors, and he could get in the back and stick his head out the window. My Jeep only has 2 doors, and he sits up front. He doesn't like it as much because there's not as much room. But yes, he still likes riding in the car. He loves it when I have the top down on the Jeep. Can't do that as much this time of year, though. The girl I was telling you that works for me that has the Newfoundland, they just got a rescue dog this past weekend, and it's a Corgi something mix, and its name is Seamus. It's kind of a cool name. It's a cute little dog. It's little though. It's so funny. She took a picture of Seamus and Murphy. Murphy's the Newfoundland, and Seamus is just a puppy. He's only a couple of months old. I think he's 3 months old. And it's like, oh my gosh, because Murphy's a big old dog. He's a small horse. And them two together, it's crazy. Possums are cool, man. They'll let you pet them too. I mean, I know right at first, they'll run away from it. If you can feed it by hand, you can actually pet them. They're really good. I mean, they're really docile. They won't hiss at you and stuff once they get to know you. I never wanted a snake. I always wanted a lizard. I don't mind snakes. I just wouldn't want one in my house. Oh, I know. Possums, they're crazy. I'll have them every now and again in the backyard. I'd go out there and it'd be dark or at dusk, and it'd turn its head towards me. And if I got too close, they're almost blind anyway. There's Jam Gummit again. We'll change the music here real quick. This is from the 2019 Swamp Muscle album titled Drain This. God, this pipe smokes so good. This tobacco is really good too. Like I said, if you haven't tried it yet, it's a if it's an Oriental. I know a lot of people don't like Orientals, but it's not a crazy Oriental. I've had some that are not that good. It's not that floral. Let's put it that way. All right, Daniel. Good night, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Be careful on your run tomorrow. Get some sleep. And we'll talk at you next time. Yeah, Daniel, if I don't if we don't talk to you again before Christmas, have a good one, my friend. See, John can sing. See, that's why he's more talented than me. Sam, you're asking me. If you're asking me that, you're asking the wrong guy. 'Cause I'm not. That would be a King question. You might know that one. Sorry to throw you under the bus, King. But you know tobacco better than I do, so I thought you might know that one, because I sure don't. Yeah, my geopolitical tobacciana has just. I need to do a little more research on that before I can answer. Now, ask me if their football team should have made the playoffs. I can give you those. I give you that answer, but which they didn't, by the way, nor they shouldn't have. That is true. Didn't they have a coup over there? Charlie knows. Charlie's a news watcher. I kind of stay away from the news. Charlie, what's the temperature down in your neck of the woods there? In the 60s? I don't mind it cold. I like it cold in December and January and February. When you start getting to March, though, all right, I don't want it to start warming up. Cold 68. You'd hate it here. It's like, I think it's like 38 here. 35. I like cold weather when it's supposed to be cold. You know, just like I don't like it to be 70 degrees in December. I don't like it to be 35 degrees in April. So 17. That's, I'd say 68 sweatshirt and shorts weather here for me. I got a hoodie and some shorts. All right. Sam, where are you located? Because it must be colder than 35 where you are. 46 in New York City, so we're colder than NYC. But y'all are about to get some snow. It's headed your way. We're not going to get anything. It's going to rain here. It's actually supposed to, the temperature is supposed to rise here the next few days. It's supposed to be in the 50s for the rest of the week. After today was in the 40s. Chad, I have to find that, my friend. It's in the other room. It's right on the other side of that wall. It's in that room somewhere. But if you would, Bithlow, where's that? I've never, Bithlow. If that's what state is Buffalo? Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're you're not used to the 35 degrees either, huh? Wow, we're colder than the King. 36 in the Great White North. I forgot to ask John what the weather's like up there. I'm sure it's a little chillier there than it is here. He's in the great city of Anchorage. Oh, and just to let you know, Mediocre Records has told me that has put out a presser to its staff, not really staff, I guess, investors, that Swamp Muscle is recording new music. So I don't know if it's going to be an album or just a collection of songs, but they are working on some new music that's supposed to be out at the first of the year, I think. So be looking for that. I don't know, like I said, if it's going to be an album or just a collection of songs he puts online. But Swamp Muscle music will be coming. Some new Swamp Muscle music will be coming out soon. $33 in Alaska. Nice.
Wait a second, hold the line, shut your mouth, you'll be fine. The morning after a pretty day, humility, let us pray, prove them all.
Prove them all wrong. Prove them all. Prove them all wrong. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not.
Prove them all wrong. Prove them all. 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 Prove them all wrong.
There you go. You can guess the title of that song. Matthew, good night, my friend. We'll see you next week, I'm sure. But if not, if you can't join us next week, have a Merry Christmas, my friend. Thanks for coming on tonight. 34 in East Oklahoma. It's kind of cold all over. I mean, there's a big swath of the country right now with this cold fronts. And I know way up north, like in northern Minnesota and Wisconsin and the upper peninsula of Michigan, it's like really cold. And probably going to get even colder. Well, Odie, my man, what is going on? Everybody was asking about you earlier. Everybody, we've got WKR Piper in Cincinnati, Mr. Odie. Better late than never. Thanks for joining us, my friend. Odie, you ready for you ready for Christmas and New Year's, the holidays, as it were? I'm not gonna lie, that's like really good tobacco. I like it.
I'll be hanging with you. I'll be hanging with you. When the sun rises and sets, you best bet. I'll be hanging with you.
Oh, well, the good thing is I get to work from home the rest of the week. I work from home today. Wasn't really supposed to, but I finished everything that I needed to finish yesterday at the office. So I was like, you know what? I'm working from home the rest of the week. Normally, I work from home Thursdays and Fridays. I'm in the office Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. But I knew it was going to be slow today, and I would just sit. I would have just had done nothing at the office. So, but good things come to an end. We're going to have to start going back 5 days a week at the first of the year after the holidays. So probably the second week of January, we're going to have to start going back to the office full time, which I knew was coming. I mean, I can't believe we got to work from home for this long. There you go. Smoke some burley, Odie. See, that burns down to a fine. You can't really see that, can you? No. This burns down to a fine white ash, too.
They gave you medals, but they never came to see you. I pray there's a place in heaven for you, and all your soldiers will be there too.
Well, with Daniel gone, nobody has any questions. Just kind of sitting here watching them smoke, listening to some Swamp Muscle.
You stare at the flag as it slowly waves. I pray there's a place in heaven.
Odie, what's a good holiday bourbon?
And all your soldiers will be there too.
There you go, geek. Good pipe. You'll like it. If you haven't had one before, you'll love it. Odie, what is your go-to Christmas bourbon? Fireball, no. Fireball's good in small doses. My Christmas list, Odie, I really don't have a long one. I was talking to everybody earlier. My daughter is pregnant, and at first her due date was mid-January. And she went to the doctor last week, and they said that they don't believe she'll make it to January just because of the way the baby's turning and stuff. So really my Christmas list is just for her to have a healthy baby and her to be safe and everything else. As far as gifts, I tell my kids not to buy me anything. And I have everything I need, and everything I want, I buy myself. So
And all your soldiers will be there too.
I tell my kids not to waste their money on me. I get them stuff, but I don't there's no reason for them to buy stuff for me. And my daughter always buys something for me, but I tell her most of the time, it's always something small. I tell her not to go over $20 or so if she's going to buy me something. But yes, Sam, all woodchucks like Captain Black grape. But what's on your list, Odie? If I were to have a list, if somebody said I was going to, I would like to have. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know what I want. I don't. But let's see. I'd really have to think about that. I really don't know. I'm kind of a hard person to buy for because everything I get, everything I get, I get for myself, and it's usually something I'll just be sitting around and I'll think about, oh, that'd be cool to have. And, if it's something I can afford, then I'll just buy it. I got a ton of just little knickknacks around the house that I buy. You can tell I've got 3 guitars, actually 4 guitars, 2 amps. I can't even play the damn things. I'm getting there though. I'm getting there. I still suck really bad at it, but I'm getting a little bit better. And I don't practice as much as I should. But strokes, shimmers. That's a cool, Ron. That's a cool thing that Johnny Reb Tamper. I've got 2 amps and then a little battery powered amp, so I really got 3 if you count that one. I just got crap laying everywhere. I just buy for myself. I'm really not concerned if you won't do it to me. Pendleton whiskey. Not had that. I don't think I've had that kind. You won't do it to me. Nicotine. I could buy. I am a garage sale dream. If I were to have a garage sale, I'd make a mint because I got a lot of little stuff. Like I wouldn't sell any furniture or anything. I don't have anything big like that. But I've got like a lot of small stuff that people like to buy. I just don't want to sell it. I'm not going to have a sale, but I'm just saying a lot of electronics. So a lot of weird shit that people would get. But I think I would. I think I'd be the most popular house on the block if we had like a block party garage or yards garage sale. Asking you to help me out. Hey, buddy, hand me one of those precious twigs. And I need a little fire from your candlestick, see? You won't do it to me. Chad's the better musician of the. I would just stand on stage and act like I'm playing. I'd be like the. What's that? What's the lip syncing group? Milli Vanilli. I'd be that guy on stage. I can make my fingers look the part, but I can't play it. And Chad would be playing the whole time. No wonder. I wonder it wouldn't light. It was gone. They're more often now. That was that's me making that sound. All ash. That was quick. All right, it's 9:56 p.m. I'm not ready to go to bed. I'm at home, so I don't have to go anywhere. Is everybody up for another pipe?
They can't go without me asking you to help me out.
Will some people stick around if I smoke another pipe?
Because I'm not buying them because I'm trying to quit.
I don't know what I'll smoke, but
You won't do it to me. You won't do it to me. You won't do it to me.
Patrick says go for it. Odie says yeah, he's in. Yeah, hang on just a second. Let me roll back here real quick and see. Chad just loaded one. Heck yeah, if Chad loads one. You know, Chad, what you got? What'd you load up? Is it was it the bookshop or was it Krantz? Troy just loaded a pipe. Heck yeah, I'm in. I'm in for another pipe. Hang on just a second. Heck, I rolled over my cord. Hang on. All right. My third pipe of the night. King, you'll like this one. Because I got this one from you at the Vegas Pipe Show. It's a Ashton pipe. A Rhodesian. Very nice pipe. Yeah, that one just looks good. I can just sit there. I mean, I wouldn't have to even smoke this. I can just sit there and hold it in my mouth and just people are like, ooh. Yeah, it is my fourth pipe. Actually, it'd be my sixth pipe of the day.
You wanna tell me about tradition?
And in it, I don't know, since Chad won't actually say what he's smoking, I'm going to go with his little Krantz, baby. Little Old Joe original label. I don't go for any of that red or blue or white label stuff. This is the brown label.
Getting crazy out on the street. Too many people just can't see.
You want to, of course, you want a giveaway, Chad. That's your MO, man. Y'all talk amongst yourselves while I load this pipe up. Because tomorrow morning when I smoke, I'll smoke some aromatics to make the kitchen smell good. That's where my office is my kitchen table. So I'll smoke it in that side of the house. And then here I smoke anything. So I'm gonna smoke the old Krantz. There you go, geek. Get you another dip and some sun drop. That'll make you go to bed soon.
Getting crazy out on the street. Too many people just can't see.
Yeah, Chad, I cook bacon too in my kitchen, but my kitchen table, since it's just me, I don't use my kitchen table for anything. So it has become my de facto desk. got my 2 monitors set up, my laptop in between it. You know, Geek, I drink coffee only in the mornings. I can't drink it any other time. And I only have 1 cup a day. The rest of the time, I'm drinking something else. Like today, I made me some grape Kool-Aid. But if I'm not drinking something like that, I'm trying to stay away from the Cokes and the carbonated stuff, except for beer. I only drink that on the weekends now. But I drink water, a lot of water. The song is called Opus 2. It's got a little, had a little bit of sitar in it there. I think that's what that was. Water out of the hose. I drink water out of the hose growing up. I was a hose pipe, as we used to call it. I was a hose pipe kid. And in my neighborhood, everybody knew everybody. So if we were all hot and sweaty in other people's yards and stuff, we'd go in there. We'd drink it out of their hose. If we were not close to our house, we'd be like, "Oh, there's the Smiths. They don't care." We'd go up to their house and drink out of their hose. But one thing I do have to do, I'm drinking all this Kool-Aid. I do have to take a pit stop break. I'll be right back. I just have to wee-wee.
The sun's about to set. The winds have no regret. The road is turned to dirt. Sayonara to the herd. In El Paso. And maybe on to Mexico. No matter what the cost, no need for you to be crossed. No matter what the cost, we'll say we are lost.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, we're in stoppage time now. Usually we're done by this time at John's house. Hello, old Uncle Mike. Thanks for joining us, sir. How you doing? No, Ron, Ranger hadn't gone. I took him out before the show started, so he's good. I'll take him out before I go to bed. Wow. Yeah, we never had those warnings back when I was little, Uncle Mike. We just always we didn't care. It had that good rubbery taste to it. I mean, it's like one of those smells. You know, when you're growing up, you had those certain smells that take you back. I can almost, thinking about it, taste that hose pipe water. And you always had to wait a second because the hose was hot, where it sat out in the sun, and you had to wait for a second for the water to cool off. Yeah, I don't think we had those here in Tennessee either. At least not that I know of. Chad, I saw that where you said you've been thinking about ordering some tea. What kind of tea do you like? I like hot tea as well. If I don't have any coffee, that's my. I always have some tea that I steep. Earl Grey's not bad. I can't remember what I have. I've got a bag of tea, but it's kind of like, it's an herbal tea, so it's got a whole bunch of stuff in it. I can't remember what the tea is, though. I'd have to look. I haven't drank it in a while. Nice. The 2024 St. Nicholas pipe. I didn't get one of those this year, but I like that gold stem, though. I might get one after Christmas. Maybe somebody will have one on eBay for a little cheaper than what they have. I didn't like last year's Christmas pipe by Savinelli, or St. Nicholas pipe by Savinelli, but this year's is cool. Oh yeah, sweet tea. Now I can dog some sweet cold ice sweet tea, but as far as hot tea goes, yes, you are, Chad. Christmas spice. I had some of that. That's a good blend. You know what? I don't know if I have any of that left. I have to look and see. That makes the house smell good, especially around the holidays. I'll tell you one thing I smoked today in a small little pipe. That was my first pipe of the day, actually. And I just had a little bit of it left. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to finish out the jar. Some vanilla custard by Sutliff. I haven't smoked that in forever. And I opened that jar up, and there was only, it was a little jar like this. And it only had like that much in it. Enough for maybe, I probably got enough for one more little bowl. And I don't think I've smoked that in a year and a half. And it was still wet. It was crazy. But it does make the house smell good. God, I inhaled that one. Dang it, idiot. Used the wrong end. I hate it when I use the wrong end. Peanut butter cracker or cheese and crackers. I don't know if anybody else does this. I don't know if this is just something my mom made when I was little, but saltine crackers, a couple, 2 or 3 slices of American cheese, and make 4 little, just fold it in half twice and make 4 little slices to fit perfectly on the cracker, and some mayonnaise, and make a little. Sometimes, usually when I make the sandwiches, like sometimes I'll just eat 1 slice of cheese and the cracker and just eat it. But if I make the sandwich where I have 2 crackers, 2 little squares of American cheese, some mayonnaise, and 2 saltines, it's good stuff. That is, that is sophisticated right there. Pepper jack cheese or mayonnaise on American cheese. But Mom that's how she made cheese and crackers when I was growing up, and I've always eaten it like that. It's good stuff. Move that out of the way. I guess I could move the camera so the microphone's not in my face. Now, if I get real sophisticated, I'll get some Ritz crackers. Yeah. So, Fuji apples are good. Gala apples are good with cheese, with cheddar cheese. Chad, what is, I guess this is for Chad and everybody, what is your favorite apple variety? Since there's like 6 billion varieties. Yes, Ritz crackers and cheese. Right? Yeah, Cheese Whiz. Fuji apples, those are good. My favorite apple, it's a fall variety, is the Red Delicious apples. I don't like green apples at all. Never been a fan. To me, green apples are pie apples. But man, you get those Red Delicious apples in there when they're in season, and they come from like Washington. I mean, those things are as big as, it's like a softball. Those things are sweet. Man, they're so good. I like the Gala apples are good. I like those. Fuji apples, I like those a lot. What are they called? Is it butter crisp? Something crisp. But those are really good too, but they're expensive. They're really expensive. Honey Crisp, that's it. I don't buy them because here they're like double of the price of other apples. So I usually go with, and you get Red Delicious apples aren't that great when they're not in season because they're small. I like the real big ones that you get when they're in season in Washington State. And those are awesome. But Yeah, Honeycrisp apples are really, really sweet. Man, they're expensive. Matter of fact, I got 3 or 4 Gala apples in the fridge. I just don't have any sharp cheddar cheese. That's Chad, you're right about that. That's sophistication right there too. Some sharp cheddar and some let's see. Little Maltese Falcon jam. Ooh, I like cherries too. Cherries are good. I like just about any berry. That's my favorite kind of fruit. Blueberries be my favorite. I like raspberries, okay. Blackberries I like too. I don't know. Is a cherry considered a berry? I guess so. I don't know. But those really dark red cherries, man. And they got to have the pits in them. That's when they're the best. But blueberries, I will buy 2 or 3 quarts of blueberries, especially those big jumbo blueberries. Man, those things are big. I mean, they're big old round things. Because the bigger and fatter they are, the sweeter they are. I'll buy them, wash them off, and put them in the freezer, and I'll eat them frozen. I love frozen blueberries. I'll eat a whole quart. Stone fruit. Is that like peaches and stuff? Peaches are a stone fruit. I like peaches too. Fresh peaches. I don't like canned peaches. I don't like canned fruit of any kind. My grandmother had a peach tree that was humongous. I mean, huge peach tree. And out in her backyard, right? I mean, not 30 feet away from her back door. And that thing would get so many peaches on it, and the birds would eat them all. And they'd just fall on the ground, and man, it would it would smell. I mean, once there was a couple of hundred on the ground, they all got smashed and everything else. It had that, they'd get kind of sour. You'd have that sour smell, but we'd pick them off the tree, just rub them on our shirt and eat them right off the tree. Oh my God. I mean, that thing would have hundreds and hundreds of peaches on it. But now, Uncle Mike, I do not like grapes. I like grape, like I was saying earlier before you got on here, I like grape flavored things. But I don't like grape, the fruit. Just never have. Mangoes are good. Kiwis are not bad. Yeah, the cotton candy grapes, those aren't bad. I mean, I've eaten a few of those. Bananas, I've eaten so many damn bananas, though, Geek, I just got tired of them. I used to eat bananas all the time. And when we played sports in high school and stuff, especially in the summers to keep from getting cramps, that have a lot of potassium in them, we'd go through a bunch of bananas in like 15 minutes. I just got so tired of eating bananas. I was like, okay, I'll still buy them every now and again, but I don't eat them as much as I used to. Plums. My mom and dad had plum trees in their backyard, and we used to eat plums a lot. They're pretty good.
I can feel it all the way down in my plums.
Yeah, I don't eat the skin on the kiwis. That's kind of gross. You know, a fruit I've started to like now. I didn't like when I was little, or dates. I didn't know they were. I always thought they were. I didn't know what they tasted like. I just didn't like the way they looked. But I didn't know they were that sweet. I can't eat a whole bunch of them, but I can eat, 3 or 4 or 5 of them. Avocado's good. I love me some fresh made guacamole. Especially when I make it at home. Raisins, I like raisins okay. My dad used to eat a lot of raisins and prunes. I've never been a big prune guy. Cigs, yeah, I used to have. I just quit cigs. I knew you're talking about. I don't think I've ever eaten a fig except for a fig Newton. To me, they're kind of like the dates were when I was like, I just don't know if I can eat one. I guess I'd have to try it and see. But yeah, I used to dig on fig Newtons though. I used to eat those a lot growing up. Mom would always put like 3 or 4 of them in my lunchbox. Owsley Ouch salsa. I have not, Geek. I've not had that. Yeah, see, figs can be savory. I mean, I know they're kind of sweet, right, Patrick? Now, I love me some blue cheese. There's not many cheeses I don't like. But blue is one of my faves. The sharper, the better. I love me a good sharp blue cheese. I like cheddar, provolone, Munster, you name it. I like it. Except for what's that stinky cheese? That blue cheese dressing, that's the only thing I'll eat on my chicken wings. My chicken wings, that's all I have is blue cheese. I like it chunky too. I'm not a big ranch guy. Never have been. My kids love ranch. They put ranch on everything. Pizza. They make me want to yak. Yeah, Limburger. I don't dig on that. I like Stilton. That's a blue cheese, but Stilton is good. Gouda. I like smoked Gouda. I've actually smoked Gouda myself. I've smoked Gouda. I've smoked cheddar, and I've smoked provolone cheeses in my smoker. And man, those things, that's really good. Yes. No, Mike, I don't like the Kraft Parmesan cheese. Like the kind that comes out of a jar or a can. I can't do it because you said belly button cheese, but I call it smells like feet. I can't get past that. But now if I have a block of it, a block of really good Parmesan that I will grate up myself, and I love that. It doesn't have that smell. It doesn't stink like that Kraft Parmesan cheese and everything else, that's got all kinds of anti-caking chemicals in it and stuff. Ugh. Gross. Roquefort cheese is good. Gorgonzola cheese is good. Geek fried egg on a burger is really, that's good too. That's almost a must now. You know, all right, this is weird. I love bacon. I mean, love bacon. I can eat a pound of bacon by itself. I can't stand bacon on a burger. I cannot. If I get a burger and there's bacon on it, I'll take the bacon off and eat it separate. But I cannot eat it on a burger. I just think that's gross. Yep, red pepper flake. Great on pizza. Talking about you talking about pizza, Chad? Gotta be really crispy. I like thin crust pizza. Oh, yeah, bacon on a burger. But I don't know. For some reason, I love pork and I love beef. I just don't like bacon on a burger. I don't know why. It's weird. But like I said, there's a lot of time. There's at Red Robin, they have a burger. It's called a hangover burger, and it's got a whole bunch of stuff on it. It's got a fried egg and everything else, and it's got bacon on it. So when it comes, I just take the bacon off and just eat the bacon like I would breakfast, and eat the rest of the burger. But but yeah, I'm like you. Limp bacon sucks. At least to me. I know a lot of people like it. My daughter likes it more limp than crisp. I like it crisp. Not burnt, but just crisp. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Even though there's one of their songs is it's got a little hook to it that I like, that Rolling song. But yes, as a whole, Limp Biscuits. Making me hungry talking about all this food. Too late to eat now though. It's 10:30. I gotta lose some weight. I've never eaten brain before. My mom used to. Pig brains. Pig feet. She's always told me when she was alive, she'd always tell me, they'd have a pig and they'd eat everything except for the last oink. She goes, there was 5 of us in the house, 6 of us in the house. She goes, my 4 brothers, my mom, and me, and she said we had to use everything off that pig because we didn't have the money to buy a whole bunch of stuff. So she had pig ears, pig feet, pig brains. I was like, all right, I'll just stick with the shoulder and the ribs and the I don't know, the jowls are pretty good. I've had the head cheese that comes from right there. That's good stuff. Have you ever had Chad, I don't know if it's the same thing you're talking about, that cowboy candy, but you ever had the cowboy caviar? I don't know if that's what you're. Never had tripe. You ever had scrapple? I like scrapple. What's the other one they call it? Souse. I never wanted to eat souse either. That just looks gross. Smothered okra. I like fried okra. That's about the only way I like it. My mom used to like it steamed. Ugh. She'd put that in, she'd steam it or boil it. She liked it any old way. And she would eat that, and it'd just be slimy and gross. Ugh. But she'd fry it up. I'd eat it all day. My dad and I, we loved some fried okra. But if she cooked it any other way, nope. No, thank you. We had that in our garden. You can keep those, geek. I don't want any of those. I've never had menudo. I've had hominy before. Okra and gumbo's okay. If it's in little pieces though. I've had gumbo where it's in big old chunks. I don't like that. But but if they make it small little pieces of okra, I don't mind the flavor of it in gumbo. Never had hot pickled okra either. My dad's mom used to like hominy. She'd eat it for breakfast. I never was a big grits guy either. Hominy, 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 hominy. Yeah, boiled okra is just slimy and gross. That's how. You're right, Chad. It is fun to say, and it's not a word you'll say every day. I mean, until tonight, I don't think I've said that word in a long, long time. All right, what going on breakfast here? And I was a kid of the 70s and 80s. So when the sweetened cereals were in their heyday, what was everybody's favorite breakfast cereal? I can tell you mine right now. Mine's it's boring, but I like Frosted Flakes. Now I've got a favorite list of about 10 breakfast cereals that I love. But if somebody said you could only choose one, I'd choose Frosted Flakes. But I'm talking about the sweetened kind. I'm not talking about Wheaties or anything like that. Yeah, see, Corn Flakes, that's boring. Cheerios, I like Cheerios, but I'm talking about the pre-sweetened kind. Captain Crunch was all right. That Cinnamon Toast Crunch, that didn't come out till I was probably in college, late high school, college. I liked that a lot. My kids really liked that, so we ate a lot of that when they were growing up. Fruit Loops. Captain Crunch, great. Sugar Smacks, is that the one with the frog? Or is that, yeah, no, Sugar Smacks was that was the bear, wasn't it? Honey Smacks is the one that's the frog. That was good too. But like Applejack cereal was good. Quisp and Quake. Now that was older than me. That was one of the first ones. I remember Quisp. That was made by Quaker, hence the QU name. But Fruit Loops are good. Chocolate frosted, yeah, dig 'em. That's the frog. I guess Honey Crisp, honey Smacks were the bear. Those were good too, like big oats that blown up, puffed oats. Yeah, I used to eat the shit out of those cereals. Mom always bought a sweetened cereal for me, and she'd also buy like a quote unquote healthy cereal. So Raisin Bran, I grew up with too. My dad was a big Raisin Bran fan, and so I liked it. I still buy Raisin Bran a lot too. It did have the sugar coated raisins, which made it sweet, but any kind of cereal like that, like, and cornflakes were good, but man, cornflakes get soggy really, really, really freaking fast if you don't eat them quick. See, I never was a big chocolate cereal guy. I did like Count Chocula. It was okay. No. That had the marshmallows in it. Of the Ghost cereals, Boo Berry was the best. The chocolate cereal I liked was the Cocoa Pebbles, because it turned the milk chocolatey after you got done. Box of grape nuts is like eating gravel. I was never a fan. Mom used to buy grape nuts and put it in the microwave so it would soften up and eat it hot. And she'd put like butter and some brown sugar on it. It wasn't terrible, but you eat grape nuts just out of the box, and it's like eating a handful of gravel. Yes, Ron, the old Apple Jacks back in the day had the little red sugar crystals on it. Very nice. Very good call. Good call on those. Those were the good. That deserves the
Get in my belly.
Frosted Mini Wheats are good, but they're not sweet enough. I like Frosted Mini Wheats dry. Same thing with Frosted Flakes. I can eat Frosted Flakes just out of the box. I think there was another one that Mom used to buy. I think they still make it too. It's called Cracklin' Oat Bran. It came with a roll of toilet paper inside instead of a toy. But it wasn't bad. It was kind of sweet. It was like little square. I wouldn't call them O's, I guess, but it was like a square, you know. But I mean, you talking about a roughage. Man, you couldn't trust a fart after eating some of that. It would make you go. Because I remember my dad and my sister and everybody would say, like, you know, man, I'm kind of backed up. Mom would always like, get you a bowl of that Cracklin' Oat Bran. No, it's okay. I'm not that stopped up. Honeycomb. I forgot about honeycomb. That's exactly what it was, Chad. It was so. My dad and I would just laugh. But yeah, it did. I think it did. I think it came with a roll, like a mini roll of toilet paper. You know, I used to get those little toys and all the other cereal. Not Cracklin' Oat Bran. And I think I saw it the other day. I wanted to buy some, but man, you talking about expensive. Ooh, yeah, Lucky Charms. Any of those little marshmallow cereals weren't bad. Trix wasn't bad. But like cereal, like Cheerios, Fruit Loops are good. Any cereal that like Cheerios, Corn Flakes, Wheaties, anything, I dump sugar in them. So it's just as bad as if you were eating Frosted Flakes. So Mom quit buying that. She goes, hell, I might as well just buy Frosted Flakes if you're going to dump half a cup of sugar in it. Yeah, the Pebble cereal's good. Fruity Pebbles are good. They get soggy fast, though, too. Sugar Pops. That's the bear one. He kind of talked like Bing Crosby. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That he had like the McDonald's guy does now. But yeah, I mean, that was my breakfast during the week. Mom always cooked breakfast on the weekends for us. So we always had bacon, eggs, sausage, biscuits, and stuff on the weekends. She'd get up in the mornings and cook us big old breakfast just for me and her and Dad. My sister was so much older than me. By the time I remember my sister being at home and her we'd still cook breakfast. But since she's 9 years older than me, I was 9 when she left for college. So, but yeah, every Saturday and Sunday, she'd cook breakfast and she'd make eggs for us how we wanted them. Dad always liked them scrambled. I liked them fried with some toast. Because then you sop up the yolk with your toast. But during the week, when school was, even during the week when school was, in the summer, I ate cereal. I like bananas on Frosted Flakes are dope. I used to do that a lot. Ooh, see, I never was a big grits guy. Used to eat a lot of oatmeal too, but I didn't eat a lot during. I didn't eat just any time of day. I really wouldn't cook breakfast. I mean, I wouldn't eat oats for breakfast that often. Omelets are good. What kind of egg sandwiches, Chad? Like, you talking about a fried egg sandwich, or are you talking about scrambled egg sandwich? They're both good. And you putting it on? What are you putting it on? Just like toast, or English muffin, or a biscuit? And molasses ain't bad. I'd rather have. I don't need a lot of molasses or honey. I like honey. I just don't need a lot. Fried egg sandwiches are good. That sounds good, Chad. Yeah. Fried egg, sausage that you pat out yourself, and you make a big old. You can make it big as the just like one piece, but you can make it as big as the toast. Just fried eggs, sausage, a little bit, just a touch of yellow mustard. And that's all and cheese, of course. And if you don't put mustard on your sausage and your biscuits, you're communist. There's nothing better on a sausage and biscuit than mustard. On anything. Those little 2-packs of like those little frozen sausage and biscuit things that come in little 2-packs. My dad and we'd go play golf early in the morning sometimes when I was growing up, and Dad would be like, I mean, we'd go so early that we'd get done, and Mom would make us breakfast when we got back. We'd get back at like 10:30 in the morning, so she'd have breakfast going when we got back. But we'd take about 2 or 3 packs of those little frozen sausage and biscuits, throw them in the microwave, and put mustard on them. That was good. Eat them in the car on the way to the golf course. And that's where I got the whole mustard thing on sausage and biscuits, was from my dad. That's all. He wouldn't put anything else on it. No cheese or nothing. Man, that pipe went pretty quick. All right, folks. I've had 4 pipes. It's about all the pipes I can take. But for your listening pleasure and for my nostril pleasure, I'm going to do one more huff of mulled magic snuff. Then I'm going to call it an evening. What is that called? Mustard with mayo in it. No. All right, this is something too that's kind of gross that I thought was gross as hell. But has anybody ever put mayonnaise on a hot dog? I don't know. It wasn't any time in the recent future, but in the recent past. But I'd say a couple years ago, I thought I had mustard, and I just microwaved some hot dogs because I had them in the fridge and I was hungry. And I thought I had mustard, and I'd looked, and I didn't. And I can't stand ketchup on hot dogs. So I put mayonnaise on a hot dog, and it's actually pretty good. I didn't do it all the time. I don't do it all the time, but in a pinch, mayonnaise on a hot dog is not the worst thing I've ever had. Yeah. Woo. Sriracha mayonnaise. I've never had that. They got that stuff called mayo chup, which is ketchup and mayonnaise together. I don't know. I mean, I've put mayonnaise and ketchup on a burger before, and so it gets kind of mixed up. I guess that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Horseradish mayo is good. Horseradish is good. If I go to Arby's, which is not very often, but when I go to Arby's, I gotta have the horsey sauce. That's good stuff. I like horseradish, especially on roast beef. Like when you make real roast beef, or horseradish on a rib. Not a rib. You know what I'm talking, prime rib. Yeah, it's not really the popcorn sealing. It's that textured sealing where they do and they put the stuff on it, and they put the little thing, and they looks like I don't know. I watched them do it when they built this house, but my mom and dad had that popcorn sealing stuff. I wish it was. If I'd have known, I would have just kept it and had them paint the ceilings. But oh well. But folks, I appreciate everybody coming on. I know, kind of boring, just me, but had some fun. Had some good conversations tonight. Went all over the place. We talked about pipes and tobaccos and food and all kinds of stuff tonight. So, but I appreciate I appreciate everybody joining in tonight. Went for almost 3.5 hours. I'll go for another 10 minutes. What the heck? It's been 3:20. Might as well go for 3:30, 3.5, make it a good round number. Just sit here and talk for a little bit. I ain't got nothing to do, and I'm not really that sleepy yet. So, and Ranger's he's not coming in here. He'll come in here if he needs to go bathroom. He hasn't come in here yet, so we're good. We can get down to the quiet storm part of the night. And that was the end of that song. The Maltese Falcon Jam. Now we'll go with some Swamp Muscle Airborne Lights Jam. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate you joining and participating. It was fun. I like it when everybody talks. That way it gives me something to talk about. But I appreciate all you guys. We have a lot of fun doing these. And yes, we'll continue to do them. John will be back this weekend from his Alaska vacation or foray. And we'll be back on next Wednesday. And of course, the next Wednesday is Christmas. So we won't be on that day, unfortunately. Because we'll be with family and friends and things. So won't see you that Wednesday, but we'll probably see probably won't see you the next 2 Wednesdays after next Wednesday, because the week after Christmas, of course, is New Year's. And I will be out of town that. So But yeah, we've had a lot of fun, guys. And I hope everybody, if I don't talk to you next week, hope you all have a great Christmas. Just be around people you love, people you know. Hope Santa brings everything that you want. Maybe by Christmas, there might be an addition to the family. I don't know. I actually guessed we're having like a little family guessing game of when the babies come in, and I chose the 29th. So some people are still saying January like 3rd and 4th and things like that. Some people think she'll make it that long. I mean, the doctors don't really know. They just know that the baby's probably not going to make it to the original due date of the 16th through the 19th. So I don't know, but if it happens on a Wednesday, John might be doing it by himself. If it's on a Wednesday that we'll plan on doing the show, but yeah, we'll definitely be on next Wednesday, and then the next 2 will definitely be off because of the holidays, and then after that, we'll go back to our regularly scheduled programming with both John and I, and probably Houston and Brooke sometimes makes an appearance, and then the dogs. All of John's dogs. Now, the little boy's name is going to be Taylor. So we're excited about it. They wouldn't name him Willie. I tried to get her to name him Willie, but she didn't go for that. So we'll see. Taylor's a pretty decent name, though. It's not a family name or anything. It's just a name they liked. So and his middle name, I think, is going to be, gosh, I can't remember now. I think it's going to be Scott. I don't know. It's her husband's middle name. So they didn't want to have he didn't want to have a junior. So he's not going to, his name's Connor. So they're not going to have a Connor because he didn't like the junior aspect. So they're going to name him Taylor and then whatever his middle name is. And for some reason, I can't remember it right now. There you go. They called him Willie. Because what's funny is a lot of people will say, yeah, they won't let me do a remote from the hospital, but I might. I don't know. We'll see. I know it's funny, Chad. A lot of people, since I'm named Willie, even though they know my name's Chris for real, but they'll say William. They'll like it's some of my buddies, the ones that actually called me Willie forever. They'll say like they'll call me Young William. But no, we do appreciate everybody. We have, like I said, John and we're glad we started this back up. We have a lot of fun. I know, I'm hoping y'all like it. Just something to do, something to waste time. And I like to talk. So, yeah, Chad, that's what's cool. That's kind of why I wanted a little girl, because my daughter's already said that when they have a girl, because they want several, and she's hoping they have a girl. I told her now that she said that they'll probably just have all boys. But my mom's name was Lila, and they're going to name their little girl Lila after my mom. So that's why I kind of wanted a girl. Don't know what the middle name's going to be yet, but well, thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Troy. I appreciate that. I like doing it. I like doing it by myself. I mean, even though John, it's more fun with John here, because we like to laugh at each other and act stupid and everything else. I don't mind doing it by myself. It's just fun. So it's not as funny, but it's fun. But anyway, guys, if you're traveling over the holidays, be safe and, be careful. Like I said, I hope Santa brings everything to your families and friends that they ask for, and hope you guys have a great holiday season and great New Year's. And we will definitely talk to you on next Wednesday for sure. Yes, John has been to my house, Chad. Yes, he is, but not to do this. But we've cooked barbecue over here a couple of times, hung out. But no, since we started doing this, no. Yes, that's right. He has been to your house. But no, John's kind of a homebody. If we decided to do this from my house, we wouldn't have the show. He likes doing it. He likes being in his own home, which I can understand. I don't mind driving. It's only about a 25-minute drive from my house to his. So he didn't cook anything at your house. When we were doing the barbecue thing, hot and heavy, when we had the barbecue team and stuff, and we were practicing a lot of cooking stuff, he'd come over here, several times. We'd practice on my smoker if we were going to use it during the competition, and if we were using his smoker during the competition, I'd go over there and we'd practice cook on his, so we'd know timing and things like that. So, but yeah. Plus, this room right here, it's perfect for me doing it by myself. Where John's, we've got that little table set up, and we had his Notre Dame room where we had the two recliners and things. That's been turned into Houston's bedroom now, so we got kicked out of that. But this room, we'd have to have a whole different setup. We'd have to get a table, and then we'd have to get the camera. Plus, John's got all his equipment at home, makes it a lot easier. So. But my little setup's not too bad for me by myself. I'll show you if my camera won't. Whoa. See, I've got my little table with my road thing on it here, and then I got my desk where my computer is, all right there, right here. So all my tobacco is behind me, all my pipes and stuff right there. And actually, that little thing is going to be moved upstairs. If I ever do one of these solo in a couple of months, I'm going to have some more different kinds of shelves right here They're upstairs in my bonus room right now, and I'm gonna move this thing upstairs, and I'm gonna put all my tobacco and stuff on the new stuff. Well, not new, but the different shelves. So anyway, it is 11:01. That's right. You should have seen it today before I cleaned it out. That chair had crap all in it. You can still see there's boxes of stuff right over there. But that table right there, that table it was piled up on that table. It was piled up on this chair. I've moved it all out into the hallway right now. But I got to find a new home for all that stuff. It's all my barbecue stuff. It was up in my bonus room, but when I got my bonus room all cleaned out, I like it better cleaned out. So I think I'm going to put all that stuff in the garage and keep this room kind of clean. But all my guitars and all my amps and stuff, so you can see all my guitar. I got my bass is inside that closet. So that's the tour of my home. That's the tour of my smoking room. This is my all everything room. I got a TV on the wall there. I can sit in that chair, kick my feet up, and I can watch TV. Got my chord charts sitting there hanging on the wall so I can practice guitar. So anyway, that's it. I won't bore y'all anymore. So nice. Bearwolf and Miss Kathy over at your house. That'd be cool. I'd like to hang out with them. So anyway, guys, again, I appreciate all y'all. And we'll talk to you next Wednesday. We'll be back at John's house. Y'all have a good one. And I'll talk to you soon. Peace.